Coach, just talking to Mitchell, he said it looked like you guys left some plays out there when you look back at the film. Would you agree?
Yeah, we definitely did. It was a hard-fought game, a lot of really good plays. But if you're going to play a good opponent like Illinois, you got to make the plays that are there. And it's a four-quarter game, like we always talk about. The most consistent team wins. And we kind of in the fourth quarter, we had 3 or 4 things that we didn't do that we normally do, and that cost us the game. So we're going to regroup and got our first conference opponent, and we'll play 4 quarters this week.
Statistically, it looks like when Brandon plays well, the team plays well. Is that as simple as that, or is it more than that?
Well, I think it's a team sport first and foremost, but we're driven by our quarterback offensively, and I thought Brandon did a really good job on a lot of things. Unfortunately, when you play quarterback, I think there were 79 snaps. If you have 3 bad snaps, there can be costly snaps, and that's kind of what happened. But it is a team game. If Brandon continues to be consistent in some areas, and we'll go back, regroup this week, and fix some of the things that came up at Illinois, we should be fine.
Coach said that he felt like Brandon was pressing a little bit. What are you doing with him this week to make sure he doesn't get anxious?
Well, I think you got to stick to the plan. It's the same things we do every week. We talk about, hey, go through the progression. Don't try to look for more than that's not given to you. I think in the fourth quarter a little bit, he was trying to make a play, trying to get it to our playmakers. And he saw on film the next day, gosh, if I would have just checked the ball down, if I would have just put it here, I would have been okay. So we're going to learn from that. We're going to go, to this week and hopefully take care of that ball.
How much of the success this weekend is hinged upon getting Leon Allen the ball like you did in the first half against Illinois?
We'll do the same thing every week. He'll get his touches in the run game, and then we'll also get the ball to him in space. I like what we've done the first 2 weeks. There's a lot of really good things. If we'll just stick to that plan, we'll be fine. I think again this week, Middle Tennessee's a good football team. It's going to be a 4-quarter game, and the most consistent team wins. So if we'll do that, we should be fine.
MTSU has one of the better pass defenses in the conference as well. So what are some of the things that by watching them on tape that they're going to try to take away from the passing game?
Well, I think again, just like Illinois, they're not going to give you some of the easy things that they're going to make you work for it. They're going to make you have to make big plays. They're strong. They're going to make you have to run the ball and be strong about it. You're not going to run the ball up in there and there's going to be a lot of big holes. They got 2 big men inside. They push the line a little bit. So, we got to roll off the ball in the old line and be able to be physical and give Leon some gaps to run in there. Again, I think, they're a good, solid defensive group. But at the end of the day, if we do what we're supposed to do, we should be okay.
None of the coaches that are here have been here to play MTSU as that rival. So do you hear some of the players talk about how big this game is just from a rivalry standpoint?
Well, it's always good to have a conference rival, but at the end of the day, it's the next game. It's the next conference game, and we're more focused on trying to win the next game. But, I think it gives guys motivation. Yeah, it definitely does. They're an hour south of us. Guys are looking forward to that game. So, we just got to make sure we stay consistent, do all the right things. We'll be fine.
Cam took a lot of credit, I guess you could say, for the pressure on Brandon against Illinois. What kind of is there a renewed focus you've seen from him on the offensive line this week, or anything from the offensive lineman?
No, I think he first of all, Cam was a little banged up, a little dinged up last week. I think he'll be a lot healthier this week. I really appreciated what he did. I think he really tried to grind through it, and when he was a little dinged up, I think he'll be back to 100% this week. And we'll see a guy that has motivation about him saying, hey, I'm ready to play this week.